Today, I want to let you know about a really important court case ruling that just came out on August 13th, 2021. And it was a ruling that was, the FCC was being brought to court saying that they were ignoring scientific evidence of harm when they were setting their wireless radiation exposure limits. So the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, is in charge of setting the wireless radiation exposure limits that all the technology puts out. So they set the standard. Now, they haven't updated their settings in 25 years. Not since 1996 have they updated their safety standards. And in the last 25 years, there's been a lot of changes to our wireless technology infrastructure, and a lot of scientific evidence has come out in that time. And so the Children's Health Defense and Environmental Health Trust brought the FCC to court saying, you've ignored all the scientific evidence. Here it is. There was 11,000 pages of scientific evidence of harm from wireless radiation that were put forward as evidence in this case. And so it was showing things like neurological damage, particular harmful effects to children due to there's higher water content in kids, their bodies are developing faster, they have thinner skulls, so the radiation goes into their brains more. There was blood-brain barrier damage. There was environmental effects, so not just on people, but plants and animals as well, among lots of other effects too. And so the FCC law said now they are being tasked with explaining why they've ignored all the scientific evidence, because they reviewed those safety standards in 2019 and said, yep, everything looks good. But obviously a bunch of this evidence had already been out there. So now they have to explain why they've ignored all this over the last 25 years. So we'll see how this all translates into lower exposure standards. The telecommunication industry is massive and they have a lot of influence. So as always, the onus lies on the consumer. So there's a ton that we can be doing to lower our daily exposure to wireless. Certainly, a lot of these things can be implemented immediately, and there's a whole bunch of tips and tricks that you can do to still use technology, but use it in a much safer way. And so if you want to learn more on how to do this, check out thehealthierhome.ca. I'm available for consultations. I do virtual online home assessments, and I also have an online course that'll be coming out in the next couple months that'll really help clean up our environment and allow us to thrive. Hopefully that's helpful. Remember, as always, the power lies with you.